A Minnesota man is on a mission to inspire young people who are not sure about what they want to do with their lives.
Clancy Clark's new book, it's called Love Your Work, Live Your Dream, shares his story of finding his passion. And we're so happy to have author Clancy Clark with us today. And first of all, I think AJ and I need to welcome you to Minnesota, brand new resident right here of our lovely state.
Yeah, so happy to be here. It feels very natural, and it's the start of the next chapter in what I consider my adventurous life.
Well, talk to us about that. You moved here from Colorado 3 months ago. Why?
You know, in a nutshell, Heather, it's intuition. Yeah. Since I was a young man, 4 decades, I've been following my callings, and without question, and I have a track record now of trusting in that process. And this is the next chapter in my life, to live around all this water and these woods and I'm building a property up in northern Minnesota on a beautiful, peaceful, private lake where life makes sense to me. And I'm just like, I just love this, and the right people show up and things fall into place, and it's all so natural and fun.
Okay, so what's your story? You went to college. Dad wanted you to be a businessman. What happened then?
Yeah, I was bouncing around in college, wasting his money and my time, outwardly rebellious, but inwardly wanting to make Daddy proud, which is a theme that resonates with a lot of the readers. And I've had dogs ever since I came home from the hospital after being born. And I bought this border collie puppy, Arlo, and this poor thing was trying to herd neighborhood cats and soccer balls.
Oh, there's a shepherd dog here.
Yeah, and he was trying to do his thing, so I figured, well, I gotta get this dog some sheepdog training lessons. And I found a guy. I was a student at Montana State University in Bozeman, and I found a guy there that ran a university research facility for the sheep, who was a good dog trainer. And I asked him if I could come do sheepdog training lessons, and he couldn't turn down the opportunity to take cash donations from a teepee-dwelling hippie who was offering cash donations to the Save the Neurotic Border Collies Foundation. And so we went up there, and that day that I had never even touched a sheep. I had never even been close to a sheep. But when I saw Arlo come alive with this instinct that had been laying dormant and doing what he simply couldn't not do, something came alive in me. And I said, I'm going to work with sheep and raise sheepdogs. Now, my dad wasn't wild about the idea of me quitting college and becoming a sheep herder. But ironically, in the end, he was much more proud of me for forging my own way and following my calling. So we became very close before he passed.
And eventually, from there, you moved into sales. And then, you know, sort of sparking your passion there. And the book here, Love Your Work, Live Your Dream. I think there's a lot of people out there that would like to know more about that. They might have a job and they don't love it. But it's just sort of, pays the bills, and it's what we need to do. What advice do you have for people who can be able to do that? Love your work, live your dream.
Yeah, so, that's the main theme of the book, and it is, as it suggests, a guidebook. And so the idea is to have meaningful work, whatever it is that you do. Now, there's 2 ways to do that. A lot of people think, well, I have to change what I do, which is one way, but the grass isn't often greener on the other side of the fence. The other way is to change how you perceive what you do. And I often use the example of a cubicle farm. 2 people doing the same work, data entry in a cubicle farm. One loves it, has their cube all decorated up with flowers and pictures, and the other one's dreading it. It's the same work, it's just how we process it.
It's your mindset going into it.
Exactly.
Real quick, before we let you go, the inspiration behind the book, if you're hoping that, if a reader takes this book, what's the one thing you hope they get from it?
Fulfillment. Fulfillment, and which I define as, my favorite definition is satisfaction or happiness as the result of fully developing one's character and abilities. And I think that's what life is all about. And I want to help people be fulfilled and happy, loving their work, connecting the dots to living their dreams.
Well, it sounds like all good stuff to me. Well, Clancy Clark, thank you so much. Again, the book called Love Your Work, Live Your Dream. We really appreciate your time.
And here's
we got reading
copies for you.
Great.
And copies for you. And if you'll notice, there's one signed copy. The other one I would ask that you find someone else to pass it on to. I like to give 2 copies wherever I go, and like to think of somebody else with whom this might resonate.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.